Hi, I'm Mark Anthony,
And I'm Peter Hannett.
and welcome to Futureworx 2022. Good morning. How the devil are you doing this fine day? Me? Well, the weather outside is frightful, but the Gen Quick green room is delightful. The heating's turned way down low, so let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. If you're watching this, as you can tell, the technology is working, the green room is working, but even though it's nearly April, it is actually snowing outside, so I'm going to stay tucked in here. So without further ado, let me post the question of the day, roll the intro, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Thursday, the 31st of March, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, we're going to look at Kubota's new electric track dumper. BCL has opted for Hitachi, and then we're bringing you all that's hot and a good deal of what's actually freezing cold right here from the East of England showground. We'll get to all of that in just a second, but first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And it's many happy returns to Henry II of France and to French philosopher René Descartes. I know that the teachings of Descartes are very popular in demolition circles. Happy birthday also to composer Johann Sebastian Bach, to the first African-American world heavyweight boxing champion Jack Johnson, and to American politician turned environmentalist Al Gore. Happy birthday to athlete Roger Black and to actor Ewan McGregor. Many happy returns to the one and all. Kubota has unveiled a pair of new track dumpers, one of which actually runs on electric power, which is very fitting given that I'm at Futureworx at the moment. The new electric model is called the KC70 VSL-4E. There's also a new diesel version called the KC110SL-4. The electric model has a 48-volt lithium battery, a maximum load capacity of 700 kilograms, and a width of 758 millimeters with the tracks retracted. Without further explanation, let's take a look. The tracks on that new model are electrically powered. The machine can be charged totally in 3 hours and reach 80% charge, in 1.5 hours. A complete charge will allow a full day's work. Now, it would be handy if somebody could let me know if you're actually seeing the show nicely today, because some people are saying that they're not, and others are actually commenting on it. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But if you are seeing it, let me know, because otherwise I'm sat here talking to myself.
Soft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axsoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
Bridgewater-based BCL Groundworks has purchased a new Hitachi ZX225 US LC-7 excavator equipped with machine control and special attachment solutions through Hitachi Connected Technology, that's HCT. And those fine folks at Hitachi, who are just one stand away from where I'm sitting right now, have provided us with a cracking new video to show you. Here we go.
BCL Groundworks was formed in 2009 by myself, predominantly a civil engineering and groundworks operation. We mainly undertake civils jobs, housing projects throughout the southwest. I've owned every machine from 1998, every series, from the Dash 1 to the current Dash 7, which is the ZX225-7 that you see behind me. So from my early involvement as an operator, I found the Hitachis to be fast, fluid, powerful and very responsive, far superior than any other machine I had operated at the time. Our outgoing Hitachi ZX225-6 proved to be our most reliable long-term machine we'd owned and operated. We decided to change it for the newer version, which is the Hitachi ZX225-7, and then within that we chose to install the latest Hitachi connected technologies. We chose Hitachi Connected Technologies for the Leica GPS machine control system. We also had installed the X-Watch 5, which is the RCI rated capacity indicator with height restriction and slew restriction, and we've also had fitted the Encon tilt rotating system. The benefits of having the GPS machine control, purely health and safety really, mainly to keep personnel away from the machine while operating. The Encon tilt rotating system has the benefit of working in confined space, having the ability to follow contours around the site. And then we have the height restriction and the slew restriction, also health and safety related, working in tight areas and under height restrictions. I would recommend Hitachi Connected Technologies based on it's a one-stop shop. We've got one point of contact for all our after-sales training and technical inquiries.
Right, I have a special guest now. I've got Tommy Williams here from Plinx. Now, to explain exactly what Plinx is all about, the system that we're using to bring this show to you right now is going to you over 5G using a box of tricks down there, kindly provided by Tommy. Tommy, tell me, what is Plinx and what is it that you do?
To start with, I'd like to just introduce our current system. So they're smart tags that are deployed around the construction environment. They attach to people, plant and places. They capture data about what's going on the construction site. We then provide wireless networks to communicate that data back to the internet, where you can visualize it in a platform or you can integrate it into your BIM model or whatever you want to do with it, really. We see the next generation, and what we're doing here at Futureworx is about delivering the next generation, tomorrow's connectivity. To do that, we need a bit more flexibility. We need to be able to open that up to other providers. And so we're providing private 5G connectivity. Today, we're streaming through our 5G router, which is a perfect use case of where it would be used on a welfare site, on welfare cabin on site, where we're transmitting huge amounts of data from that's been captured on the construction site to the internet, so it can be remotely accessed.
Fantastic. Now, obviously, this is the first ever Futureworx, and it's the first proper day of Futureworx. What are you making of it so far?
It's really good. It's really good. One thing that's amazed me so far is everyone is coming together to want to actually push the industry forward, embracing technology, embracing collaboration, really looking at what tomorrow's construction site should look like, and knowing what we know today.
Absolutely. I think one of the things that's come across in the 12 hours or so that I've spent here at Futureworx so far is that collaboration. I mean, literally yesterday afternoon, we went and spoke to Tommy. Tommy came over and installed this 5G network, and here we are. We're actually going live. So what are you hoping to achieve from Futureworx?
I think it's from our side, it's about gauging a bit of the industry's overall appetite for moving towards a connected job site, which I think by and large was one of the main goals of this event. And also to understand, what the next steps are for both us and both National Highways and all the other OEMs that are here today, and to try and piece together a bit of that. We have a 5G test bed at our offices in Malvern where everyone's invited to come and do some testing and to try and push the industry forward and really try and drive a bit of that collaboration. So if we get out of this show some next steps, some things that we need to do to improve the construction industry, then we'll be chuffed.
That's absolutely fantastic. Tommy, thanks for being here. Thanks for being our first actual live guest ever. Thank you for the 5G network. I'm going to go back to the other setup in just a second because I know you've got to get back and actually do a bit of networking. But Tommy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks ever so much for all your help today. All the best. Right, let's get another video on the roll.
Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here with Timo from Hitachi for one of the most exciting things that's going to be at the Futureworx event. Timo, this is the Hitachi full electric, zero emissions at point of use machine, the Z85. Tell us all about it.
Hi Peter, thank you to be here. We're standing in front of the ZE85 and it's the world leading machine in terms of zero emission in the weight class of 8 to 9 tons. Minimum 5.5 hours capacity to run the machine fully electric without any emissions in noises and in exhaust gas.
It is a larger machine. We've always looked at the industry as how are we going to get bigger machines and how are we going to manage to do that? How have you managed to do that? How have you created such a large machine?
3 battery elements here.
Yep.
That's the electric engine.
Right.
And beginning with the pump, everything is standard Hitachi. Yeah, we received the components by Hitachi and we built a machine bottom up. So it's a serial product in the meantime. No any more prototyping with pushing out the diesel engine and pulling in the electric stuff. It's a well-engineered product in the meantime. And we sold more than 40 ones. As I said, we have 5.5 hours working time. But then the question always is, how can we charge it?
My goodness, I recognise this, folks. This is the charger on one of my electric cars. That's charging socket.
Exactly, that's a CCS2 charging socket.
Yeah.
And with the rapid charging, you can recharge the machine from 0 to 100% in 45 minutes.
And behind us, folks, we also see another important part of the infrastructure electric puzzle because we have got this Z-Tech power tree here, and this is, again, is a fundamental, isn't it, to actually how you can have multiple units like this on site, isn't it?
And the electric job site is only as good as the infrastructure you have around it.
Correct.
And how to bring especially rapid charging on a job site? The answer is the power tree.
Yep.
It's a container full of batteries and it's maximum robust. It's a steel container you can not destroy on any job site. And you can install it without any electrician on it. You can recharge the excavator 1.5 times.
Yeah.
But naturally it's intended to be on grid. That means you have it connected to the current on the job site. And then, you charge the excavator fast.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, when the excavator is working, you recharge the batteries of the container.
And what's interesting, folks, and I'm going to have to point at this and I hope you can see it, what's really interesting, folks, right at the top there is that we have got Leica Geosystems machine control already enabled on this machine.
That machine brings everything together, what is very important for the future. Digital assistance like Leica and zero emission.
I'm so excited to see the Hitachi team coming into the electric market and going big. So time to say goodbye and time to let this machine charge a bit of time up.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for that, Peter. We'll be coming back to you in just a second, but we do need to hear from one of our sponsors right now. Right, where are we now? I just had a comment in. Sorry, it's thrown me slightly. If you can hear some background noise, it is the heater. I probably could switch it off, but given the fact that it's about 1 degree outside, I'm not going to. Please bear with me on the noise. There's nothing I can do about it. So next up here is at Futureworx is going to be those fine folks over at Fuel Active. Peter, take it away.
Hello folks, remember this? It's Peter Haddock talking about an elimination of contamination with the team at Fuel Active. And I'm joined yet again with the Fuel Active team here and Nick Massey, the CEO. This has been a super hit in the industry. We're not sucking up any more contaminated fuel when you've got one of the Fuel Active special units like this. Nick, it's been a journey and a half since I last spoke to you some time ago now for Fuel Active. You've been exploding across the industry, taking all that contaminated fuel, making sure it doesn't get into engines. And you've got some big stories to tell, haven't you? Tell us about what's been happening in the industry and how you have got a lot more traction since we last spoke.
Well, thanks, Peter. Yes, it has been quite a journey since we last got together. And we're really pleased to be here at Futureworx today, showcasing our technology with the great and good of British construction industry. In terms of our progress, well, we've just released a press release actually talking about Simon Tomlin at Rocket Rentals. And Simon was very kind to do a testimonial for us where Simon describes how he's fitting Fuel Active across all of his new equipment as he takes kit into his fleet. And he's had tremendous success with the Fuel Active system and recorded no fuel-related incidents since Fuel Active has been involved, and has now started to move Fuel Active onto his transportation fleet as well to pick up the fuel consumption saving that Fuel Active has proven working with leaders in the HGV field.
And that's really exciting. And I mean, there's another customer here, Steve right here, ECL Civil Engineering, that I know well. He's really adopted it again for that, keeping the uptime levels there, and the fuel element is really important. But Nick has an exclusive for me today. I love exclusive, folks. Nick, more funding for Fuel Active.
Yes, just a week ago, Peter, we received an announcement from Innovate UK that we've actually won our third Smart Grant Award, which is tremendous. For those who know, Innovate UK grants are incredibly difficult to get hold of. We've now won 3. This latest one, well, actually, the money will go towards developing the Fuel Active system to fit into the fuel tank as a plug and play. So we'll actually eliminate the need to drill a hole. So what that will mean for an operator is you can basically take Fuel Active as a stock item, and at the PDI stage, you literally can replace the existing fuel sender, drop Fuel Active into the same hole, plug and play, in and out, job done. Machine protected forever, no issues with fuel contamination.
So elimination of contamination, but elimination of the holes needed currently for this unit with some new research. So what the team are doing is absolutely tremendous. Simple ideas put together very, very cleverly by you and the team, supporting the industry so that we can move forward. And remember, the damage that contamination can do to an engine, can do to a machine, and therefore all the components within it, is massive. And that's why this is such an important issue. Great to see you again, Nick. Great to see the business growing. Great to see you getting more funding and more innovation to come.
Thanks, Peter, and look forward to having you down to Cardiff in the near future again.
I certainly will be coming down there.
Thanks for that, Peter. If you're coming to Futureworx, please make sure you swing by the Fuel Active stand.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
Power in general and electric power in particular is a key theme of the Futureworx show. So let's throw back over to Peter Haddock, who is with the team at Prolectric.
Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here with Dominic from Prolectric. And Dominic, you are the experts in solar panels and solar power. And we've got lighting just above us here, folks, here that you can see. But we've also got hybridization of generators as well. Tell me what it's all about, and let's walk through the stand here at Futureworx.
Well, first ones you come up against here, we've got 2 different types of lighting. The first one is our standard solar street light. It's a temporary light offering for construction sites. Wherever you need some additional lighting, very easy to move into place, wind up mast, and it runs fully off solar, and you've got lighting all the way through the night as and when you need it. So no additional power supply required.
And it's static. You bring that in on a telehandler or a
Absolutely.
forklift, and nobody can shift that.
No one can
Fantastic.
shift it.
What about this? Come over here, folks.
So this product is the Pro RXM. So this is our smaller of our tower lights that we offer.
Yep.
This has been designed specifically for the use on rail.
Okay.
Purely because of the footprint. It's the same size whichever way you turn it, but you've got the same quality of light from our this tower light as you do the other. So high lumen output LEDs, low consumption, battery storage inside will give you autonomy for maybe 5 to 6 nights off of one full charge.
That's fantastic. Look up here, folks. The lights are on and the solar's coming in, running completely off grid. The big panels that we see here, folks, obviously, we've got a huge amount of panels because round the corner here, come and join us, is what I love to see on site. A huge bank of batteries. So tell us, what are these batteries then?
So you've got 30 kilowatts of usable lithium within this unit itself, with a 3 kilowatt solar system on, and then a backup generator that runs off HVO to give you site power for your compound setups, containers, cabins, etc.
So what this means, folks, is most of the time, particularly in the summer, virtually all of the time, you are going to be running off solar. But when, as we know, construction sites are all over the country, you might need that backup power, particularly in the winter months.
Absolutely.
And so fundamentally, how long does it take, if we've got a sunny day, for these panels to charge this bank?
On a good sunny day, we'll need probably, we're looking at 18 hours from flat all the way up.
Yep.
However, how the system works, we don't actually take them down to a 0 level.
Yep.
So we always keep some charge in there. So on a really good summer's day, even less time than that. So you're looking at maybe 8 hours and you can get those charged right up.
And obviously with the LEDs, the specialist LEDs, they're not actually using a lot, are they?
Well, on this system there is no lights itself.
Yep.
It is purely for power, but the
yeah.
low volume, low power LEDs, so absolutely they draw very little power themselves.
So folks, what we've got to think about with this one is not just the batteries, we've got to think about what this can do. So this can power site cabins, this can power an electric excavator.
Absolutely.
And charge that up. This can actually give us a full connected work site and power it off grid.
Absolutely.
So we're really talking about clever stuff here, you know, that can be transported on a low loader straight into site.
No need. It's a turbo unit.
You don't need it.
Turbo unit.
Look
straight
over
in
here,
there.
folks. Forget about the batteries. It's on wheels. Right, so that's enough from me. The sun is shining. We've got this ready, smart, clean technology ready to go. And I'm ready to go back around to Futureworx to see the rest of the show. Great to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Thanks very much indeed.
Thanks again for that, Peter. Keep up the good work. Just to let everybody know, the plan, all things being equal, and with technology and snow allowing, we're going to be back here at 11, at 12, 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well, to bring you everything we possibly can from what is proving to be a very exciting Futureworx indeed.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Right, that should just about do us for the first of today's outside broadcast, live from Futureworx 2022. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. If you can't stick around, please stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends and your colleagues, and stay warm. And thanks for watching, but if you do have the time, I'll see you on the other side of this, and I'll see you again at 11 o'clock as well.